Hi guys, and welcome back to King Kong Comes Deliverance. Let's see where things lead us now. As you remember, we just escaped the clutches and we seem to be walking around fine. Where did Thingy go? Oh, there he is. Hello, Sir Robbie. Please tell us where we go.
You fled from Scarlet's?
Yes, I did.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes.
How rude.
I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
I'm sitting here, am I? I need to eat something, don't I? Yes.
Oh, something to eat.
Is that the kitchen? Oh, hold it. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Oh, okay, I had to come here. Oh.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honoured.
So this is our brave young man? Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Oh.
Eat
Flattery.
up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Oh. I do not know proper etiquette of medieval times. I am forever. Sorry, mind you, I don't sleep with my shoes on anyway. I don't think I've ever fell asleep with my shoes on. Eat. Go sleep. Oh. Eat it. How do I sit down and eat? She gave me wine as well. Take that. Oh, she gave me wine. Where's my wine? Wine. There we go. And I'll go sit down and eat because I seem to be... Oh, there we go. Sat down. Okay, let's have our bent hunting arrow. Where did I get that stuff from? Okay. Poor quality arrow. Food, there we go. Why is my speech -1?
Please tell me what happened in Scarlet's. I have kin there.
Oh, not good, milady. Should have got some chicken wings in there when I was in there. Oh, I've got to decide what I say to her.
It seemed like any other day. And then I saw thick smoke rising above the hamlet of Rovna. Soon, Sigismund's army were finished there and came for us. The order to attack must have come even before the alarm bell rang.
God preserve us.
Success. Yay.
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then I turned and saw Father trying to save Mother. They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help I made it.
My God, that's horrible.
Oh,
You
it
were lucky to
succeeded.
survive. And our thanks for warning us. I'll pray that you see better times.
Thank you.
I have to eat something.
Oh, I'm still hungry.
My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
I have 2 more roast ducks and some bread
What
rolls.
are you doing?
What have I done? What have I done? Oh, sorry, lady. I didn't mean to back off into you. Honestly.
Oh, God damn it, my stomach hurts.
Alright, I know. Alright, I'm eating as fast as I can. Oh, Christ, me. Where's our hunger in here, then? We don't have hunger, apparently. There, did that work? Oh, no, I'm just sleepy. I'm drunk, I think. Yeah, definitely drunk. Oh. So, where do I need to go to sleep? Over here, wouldn't it? You let me sleep in the courtyard, but I don't know, sir. Do something wrong, did I? I don't want to sit there, because you're there, my lady. Hello, sirs. Have I, oh. And now we sleep. With my door open. Oh. How long do you want to sleep for, eh? Nourishment goes down, but energy goes up. Let's sleep till... Oh, I like this. Huh? What happened there? I'm getting a chance to sleep long. I was too busy getting up and
Today the patrols will be doubled.
Oh.
Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
You didn't take your boots off.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady... No, not at all.
Oh.
But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
Wow.
It's just what
Really
you need
considering.
to help you sleep.
Get me absolutely bladdered.
My lady... Thank you. You really shouldn't... You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible.
Someone else can do the...
The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Oh.
A fellow by the name of Kunnish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunnish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunnish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik. I'd been secretly learning sword fighting and hiding it from my parents. So when we assembled the sword, I tried a few moves with it. There's a big difference between a wooden sword and a real one. Maybe if I hadn't taken that sword in my hand, I wouldn't be here today.
You're full of surprises.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon.
Wow, lucky she's
ready
easy to
attack the
speak
town.
to. Oh.
I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought.
Oh, that just repeated
And then
twice.
he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
Lies, you did not.
I wasn't safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream.
How the hell am I...
It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her.
I couldn't do anything. I'm not gonna... Oh. Do I say her speech is the same?
I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to, but... Even though I had the sword we made for Sir Radzik, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
See, that's
I'll
why...
never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride.
Greed, envy, and
I
pride.
must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Probislavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city. There was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Oh, I thought something else was going to happen there.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
My lady. Take your shoes off. Take your shoes off. No! You did the one thing that you didn't do. Oh, you just took your shoes off. Oh. You learnt women in the Middle Ages. Okay, I learnt. Oh. Nightmares.
Move it, people! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly!
He's still got his shoes on.
Close the gates. You can't go back!
Henry, help us! Oh!
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Nightmare fuel there. Ooh.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
You didn't tell me about about sleeping with my shoes on. Boom. How do I get to the battlements? I can't see anything. Via the stairs. Oh, up here.
They don't know this country like we do. We could hide out somewhere until it blows over.
Maybe. Only all they have to do is lean on some scarlet serf and you'll happily tell them everything.
I didn't think of that.
Not that I'm
People are worried. Wow. Can't see anything down.
Heed my command, all will end well.
Hey, you men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
Here we go.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And Sir Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Aye, we will. Ooh.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Radzig. What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left the storming of the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover.
I'll lock him up here as if he were Hovel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favourable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanish.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way right there now.
I should have gone.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people, now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood? Henry, I need to have a word with you.
Sir?
What is it you need?
No,
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid! And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
Keep watch on the battlements. Where the hell's the... Talk to the
Good
guy.
health to you.
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to flee the siege?
Thank the Lord. I thought it was Sigismund descending on us.
It seems everyone thought that.
Thank the Lord.
Well, we were all expecting the worst. And the truth is, I'm still worried what will happen when Sigismund comes here. And come he will, of that I'm sure. I just hope we'll be as fortunate when we're face to face with that fucker. By the way, Henry, my condolences.
Thank you.
Wandering around like a stray sheep must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Wait until morning. I like this wait system. He waited. Good job, us. What the bloody hell was that? Was that a thing? That was a stag. I must say, I'm really liking this game. So, who do I need to talk to? Is it you? No, apparently not you. Why do I talk to this guy? Another guard. I'm a guard. I like guarding.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to get away?
Fortune smiled on him, that's for certain. Sigismund must be seething with rage.
It's just a shame Fortune didn't smile on all of them.
Oh, shit. Sorry. And you know Sir Radzig Kobyla?
I wouldn't say I know him. I've seen him a few times. Why do you ask?
He must be a fine lord to take such good care of every one of his serfs.
Surely all the lords do that.
Ah, I could tell you some stories.
About Sir Divish?
Jesus, no. I didn't mean it like that. Just that I heard stories from other soldiers that would make your skin crawl.
I see.
Okay, well, I'm watching. And fall off the fucking battlements. What the fuck was that?
Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go!
Go! Oh dear. Oh, they're here!
Jesus. We're going to end up like skeletons.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. You may be in for a surprise. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
Yeah.
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday his majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there's little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Oh, they're going.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Kill. Ah, well then. Sir Magvik von Ostrom.
Hey!
Hey.
Jesus!
Jesus!
Where are you going?
I am. I'm trying.
Hey! Watch it! Lout!
Louts. I'm trying to be careful, sirs. But the pathfinding for all these NPCs seem to be... This really reminds me of a more story-driven Mountain Blade. Combat area. I'm sure he needs to get to a certain point. And now, here we go. Now we can speak to him. See how good this is.
God be with you.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed. But it was the Gutenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair, him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
Feed his troops for the... Do you want this?
Because the lords there could have risen against him with their armies and stopped his conquest of the Bohemian territories?
That's part of it. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Oh.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
So Robert, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
Christ, Sir Robin, he's gonna be better than me, like, get out of the castle.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
I wonder if I can talk to him about more. I can't use the sword that I have. I have it, but I can't equip it. We'll just do the same thing and try and ask him again.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
Oh,
that's war for you, lad.
That's gone.
Where did these cubes?
Oh no!
I don't know
I
much
clicked
about
on
it,
the
but
wrong
believe
button
me.
then. Oh, what do I have to do?
Can't believe it. Everyone else praises him to the skies. They all say he's a fine craftsman.
If he did it for free, he'd be overcharging.
Damn it! I was going to get him to do something for me. And who did you get to fix it?
Raymond.
Did you see them horrible?
He's cheap and does a good, solid
They
job.
had the strange
You
clothes
take
with
my
their
advice.
masks on their
Talk to
faces.
Raymond and leave Yakin be.
I'll bear it in mind.
I heard they eat their prisoners and make broth from corpses. God in heaven. Man-eaters. For Christ's sake. Where did you hear such a thing?
Oh, Christ.
Here our scouts found a fresh pile of human bones at the edge of Skalitz Woods.
Anyway, you said yourself you don't believe a word Bill says. Stop working yourself.
So, what quest do I have to do? I don't want to wait, sorry. I need unexplored, eh? Combat arena. There we go. Unexplored area, eh? So let's go to the unexplored area, which is behind me, I believe. Chickens! Oh god, I fell down there then. Did I go the wrong way? Trader there. Timber.
little visors on their helmets.
And
I
the
seen them,
nobles are
all right.
doing nothing about it.
What I heard.
I need to get
God
out
be
somehow.
with you.
That business with Sigismund turned out well in the end, didn't it?
Aye, that was a good start. Now we need to drive him and his war whores out of Bohemia for good.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
No.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave
Come
them to
on,
the dogs.
someone should
I'm
let me
sorry,
out.
my friend, but I
Oh,
can't.
I
You'll have to
succeeded.
persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up all kitted out properly, in armour and a helmet, then of course I'll let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something.
I suppose I could go and try and speak to Sir Davish. This game looks like it's going to be slow in some places, but faster. And oh god, everyone says the same. Alright, let's go. Oh. Oh, I'm in the private area. No. I'm not being a bad guy that steals stuff. God forbids, no. Let's go speak to Sir Tavish, shall we? You know, I'm doing something that you should never do as a... Let me speak to the ladies, so, yeah. What she'll say. Oh, something's happening, I'm obviously loading some.
Jose, can I help you with anything?
My lady, I hope you weren't unduly distressed by the arrival of Sigismund's army this morning.
Well, it was to be expected. And thanks to God's mercy and my good husband, there was no more bloodshed. But it's something else that distresses me. Maybe my mind deceives me. But I have an evil foreboding.
You, my lady? Surely not. No evil could possibly come to you.
I fear something bigger and worse will come. That Sigismund is only another omen of imminent evil. Of great evil.
No.
I would like to ask your assistance, my lady, if I may be so bold.
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of the castle. Your husband is keeping me here by force.
Why, for the love of God, would you want to leave the castle?
Hey, look out! Doesn't even know how to apologize.
My parents are lying in the mud of Skalitz at the mercy of dogs and jackdaws. I can't just leave them there.
That's terrible. May the Lord have mercy on their souls. But how can I help you, Henry? I don't want your death on my conscience.
If I could just get past the guard at the gate somehow.
But you can. If you wear a proper suit of armor, and if he can't see your face, he won't recognize you and he'll let you go.
Good thinking. And where can I get the armor?
At the armory?
Where's that?
In the gate tower. But the soldiers sleep in other places around the castle too, and you might find armor nearby.
Well, they'll certainly ask where I'm going.
You could tell them Sir Robard sent you to Ujitz. To ask the parish priest how the folk there are faring.
That sounds reasonable. Thank you, my lady. I must go now.
Chapel. Well, exploring it is then. I don't want to be a bad person, but oh, I don't have a lockpick. Alright, then I can't do that then. I can't. Well, I would if I had lockpick, but I don't have lockpick, so I can't.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What do you think about the flight of the Scarlet's folk?
I'd say Sir Rodzik is a fine lord. He made the most of the situation and saved his subjects. You don't see that very often.
He was lucky that big storm came.
But that's just it. Something happens by chance and you turn it to your advantage. There's not many capable of thinking so fast.
Does bring up a good point. Private place. Oh bugger, I can't get anywhere from here. Excuse me, sir. Don't know why, I'm just talking to people, see what they're on about, say, hey guys, how are you? Have you seen any stuff left around?
Sigismund's visit this morning was pretty alarming, wasn't it?
And no mistake, that army of his is enormous. It's a good thing Sir Divish is such a fine speaker, or they'd have squashed us like bugs.
Yes it is. Private place. I'm gonna get told off for being in here. Everyone's got a lockpick.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Well, I'm just asking people same freaking rubbish. Basically wants me to go into the thing and take armor and walk out, but I am an utter coward and I don't want to. No one else is here now, so we can close the door and pretend that we're not here. If I don't have lockpick. And we will climb up here quickly. Because I'm interested to see what was up here. Open. And what? What did I open then? Oh, these. Oh, no distance arrows. Hard lockpick. Apparently I need to get some lockpicks from somewhere. I was just looking at stuff because, you know, I'm just a playful child. Wow, you just clothed yourself instantly, didn't you? God damn it. Hey, I just seemed to have done a huge lap. See, oh, he's like that. Yes, I know that, but I need to find the trader now, apparently. Let's go find the trader. Oh, I thought trader was in here. I didn't do anything.
I heard
started counting the coin right there and then.
What I
No, not you. Up. Where is the trader? I want to go there. You trader? Talk. Seems like I need to get.
And it was lying there, right in the middle of the room.
No. Oh God.
God be with you. Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votava. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a wet cat. But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. He looks like he's never had a decent meal in his life.
The guy down there that I should have spoken to and I didn't, and I keep forgetting I can run.
Them with the strange clothes and iron masks on their faces. It's terrible what's going on around there.
No, you're just a villager, you don't have a name. This guy here. Please help me, sir. I need just some trade.
Good day to you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
And you have what I want, but you want 18 fucking things for it. Shit me. Let's accept one. We'll go to check basket. Let's haggle with that price.
Let's talk about the price.
Aye.
Oh wow, I can't get it down any further.
No deal then.
Wow. Okay, not sure what to do now. I've got no money.
God be with you.
What do you think about Sigismund withdrawing?
It was a stroke of good luck. I know everyone says how clever Sir Divish is and all that, but it was a dangerous situation. That Sigismund is awful, unpredictable. He abducts the king, raids towns, brings foreign mercenaries into the heart of our country. God alone knows what he'll get up to next.
Alright, anyway guys, it seems like I can't find any money or anything to get out or to buy anything to pick lock the stuff in the armory, so I'm going to have to look for something, and then when I find it I will start the next episode with him and explain what I did. But until then, thank you guys for watching. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye guys!